Hey y'all, happy Monday. Well, we're about to head out into the garden to do some bird's eye planting. So come on, check it out with me. And the first thing we're gonna get going with are the pea box. So I've got some sugar daddy snap peas that I got in a seed swap. So we'll open these up and plant these. I got, looks like a good amount of those. So hey, okay, give me these. So Josie, come take these, and I want you to go to about that finger and go put 3 per bag over here in these bags closest to the trellis. We're gonna go do these sugar snap peas. So you want to put your holes like over here and give them a little bit of distance away from each other. Okay, so here you can take these. We're gonna do the same thing over here.
You've got some big, this grown big.
So you just want to get down here and get some places again closest to the trellis. And if you can, we'll put 1 per hole.
Okay, but 3 seeds.
Try to stick 3 seeds, but like over here it might be a little too tight. Now, a challenging thing about planting in this area is that you can already see right here is getting a lot of shade from this neighbor's tree. And then over here, yeah. And then over here, this is gonna get some sunlight for part of the day. So even though we're planting in these bags, I'm really aware that they're gonna get a lot of shade in this season right now. So that's why we are hoping to get a super amount of growth out of our pumpkins. I topped off all these bags yesterday with a mix of cow manure, compost, and castings to give a real strong feeding to these plants. So are you all out of seeds? And then we're also gonna do some snow peas. Now we're gonna do the snow peas over here, and we're gonna mingle them. Somebody needs, it's your poop day, so you're gonna have to come back and pick up some poop. But Joe, you can put some of these like in between these green beans over to about right here. So just like every, that's, what's it say, 6 inches. So every like hand, like you could put 1 here and then your hand and put 1 there and do your hand.
I think you have an ant on your hand.
It's okay. These cucumbers are looking really awesome. There's a little baby. Hopefully it got pollinated today. Do you see that little baby cucumber?
Oh.
Okay, so you turn the water on?
Yep.
Okay, so we're gonna get the bale moistened up a little bit just so it'll be happier.
The bale looks awesome.
Now, again, Maisie, I want you to come along the trellis. You can put 1 here, and so about every length of your hand, you can just poke down a hole and then stick you a thing in there. So, Josie, come over here along this side of the bell, and anywhere you can poke a hole in, and
What, a seed in there?
Yep. Then over here, I've got a 6-pack of, cause my broccoli, my seedlings, I just let everything fall to, I haven't felt that well in the last week or 2. It's kept me out of the garden. So my seedlings have fallen to waste. I'm gonna plant some more. These have gone to waste too. My onions are, I don't know, this is my onion planting project that I wanna redo with you anyway. And this soil is dry and this isn't happy. So we'll redo this together. But today we're gonna focus on getting stuff going in the actual garden. So that's why I have some broccoli plants here. This variety is called Pac-Man, and we've got plenty of bags up here that are ready to receive something. And I also got this 6-pack of tango celery. I don't know if I've even seen this for sale before. So that's what intrigued me. So I'm going to plant some of these. I'm going to plant probably 2 in the bale, 2 in the bed, and maybe 2 over there. We'll figure out as we go. We planted all of these. Well, wait, is there still a couple in here? Yep, there's one. These are the Sugar Daddy snaps. We planted all those. Still got some of these and these.
What are these?
Those are moringa seeds.
I don't think I've ever seen them before.
Maybe not. Okay, now I want to get, it's over here. I want to get my Tony's fertilizer, and we're going to come over here.
Probably grab a blue cup.
No. And where's my hoary? Has anybody seen that in a while? Thankfully, I found my hoary knife. It was over there on the ground where I left it. I want to tell you this, like this right here is a piece of a ginger that was like sprouting on my counter. So I'm gonna see if I can grow some ginger. So we will.
Oh, we're planting this in there?
We're gonna plant one of them in here.
Cool. That's the nice thing about getting a 6-pack.
And we're gonna put some fertilizer in here to get it a good start. And there we go. Now we'll water that in and it will be ready to go. And that's one of our Pac-Man broccoli. Come down in here. Some of this dirt is a little moist and some of it isn't, because we've been trying to keep it a little wet as we go along so that some of the microbes and microbiology could start growing in it. So let me see that, mate. And that is spinach. I need to get you out here with your scissors to give it a little haircut. Yeah, harvest some so that it'll grow some more. And we're just gonna loosen up these roots a little bit. Put it down in there. Nice and snug. And there's another broccoli for us. So this will help us get a jump start on our broccoli, since not a lot of my seedlings survived. So maybe we'll put this one over here and get us another hole going.
Can I try taking one out or no?
Sure, you can take it out.
So how do you do this? Just kind of like push it out?
Turn it upside down first, Maisie. Turn it upside down.
Mm-hmm.
And then just kind of pull, because it gets attached a little bit over here on the side.
Yeah, that was pretty nice and easy.
See, move this out of the way.
Ooh, heavy.
Yeah, now we're gonna move this over a little bit. And move this over. That way we'll get a little bit more sun, because we've got this tomatillas kind of blocking a little bit. Now we'll put them right here for right now, yeah. And we'll put us a broccoli in here too. So you can get us another one out, Maisie.
Ready.
I'm just gonna loosen that up a little bit and then stick her in the hole. Now, a lot of people haven't ever seen me really plant in these bales, but it's really just this simple. You just open up a hole, just like you would kind of with dirt. And we'll loosen up our broccoli. And we're gonna give it a little boost in there And then we're gonna wedge our plant down in there, and then we're gonna mash it back down like that. And that's how easy it is to plant in a bale. Now we're gonna put some celery over here. So you wanna go grab that celery tray? Can you get me another one going, May? I'm gonna put one over here like so, and get us a little boost of Tony's magic mix, and open that up, mash that down, and get that all in there. And then we're gonna put some in the bed. You getting me one ready, May?
Yippers.
We'll get our fertilizer,
Here's one.
and we'll drop our little nugget in there and fill in around it like so. Because when we get the shade cloth off, this is gonna get a lot more sun than it does right now. Because right now everything is kind of dominated by this big flowering tomatillo. Something else I'm gonna do is I'm gonna plant these rogue, these are some basil cuttings. So I've had these rogue little basil propagation babies that I took a while ago, and I need to get them planted because, as you can see, they are crazy covered in terms of their roots. So I'm actually gonna go in here and just kind of tuck them into this existing container. If I can get them out of the jar.
That's a lot of roots.
Isn't it? So, hold that. Move this up. We get the lid for that. So now I'm just gonna stick that down in there like so and cover it in with dirt. I'm gonna do another one over here. Let me see.
It's kind of like hair, really knotted hair.
Really knotted hair. Half this hair don't even belong. Here, hold these two now. And we're gonna stick that one down in there like so. So even though the rest of this is flowering, which I don't mind, we'll have some new plants come along here. And we noticed earlier that we actually had a hummingbird out here on the basil flowers. So that was really nice to experience, because we know that they come to our feeder, but we didn't know that they were snacking on our basil flowers too. So that's a real treat. Now, while I'm over here, we're gonna have to still find a home for that. I don't want it in there. For now, let's just put it in here. You can go set it somewhere. Now, I got me some lemongrass yesterday, but I want to split it up because I don't want it all to be in one place. So I think I can break them apart and take some and put some in one place and put some in another. But I'm gonna put some in this container that we made for our petunias, and then I think it'll look nice with some flowers that we're gonna put in here, and then we get to have almost 2 plants. Now next I'm going to talk to y'all about harvesting sunflowers. That's not going to be today, but coming up here in the very near future. We're also going to come over, because here in another week or two, and honestly I was telling myself this morning that if this doesn't start producing something this week, then I'm just pulling all these vines, because they don't have no time to get real with life anyway. So we're gonna come in and put us some celery over here, because this is gonna end up being our herb bed.
Looks like some rich soil.
Yeah, it does look like some real good soil, huh? Do-do. All right, so now we got our broccoli and our celery planted. We still need to get those watered in. And I think now the top of my list is flower planting. So what we're gonna do first is we're gonna get the flower beds wet, and then we'll come back to y'all and show you how we're gonna plant our flowers. I have no clue what happened to the tail end of my video. Maisie and I planted poppies, and we planted hollyhocks, and we planted calendula and cornflower. Those were both from seeds that I'd harvested myself. So we planted them, and then we covered them up with, you know, the compost that I have that I don't really like. And then we covered the biggest beds up with shade cloth. And I'm gonna water through the shade cloth for maybe 3 or 4 days until I start to see them emerge. And then I'll give them a couple more days to get stable, and then I'll remove the shade cloth. So the shade cloth is just to keep the birds away and give the seedlings a chance to pop up. So I'm going to do that this week with my front bed also. And I just wanted to thank you so much for tuning in with us today. And I hope that you enjoyed this long planting video with us. And we want to thank you so much for always supporting us whenever you get a chance. Have a great day.